G'day everyone, welcome to another video. And investors be speculating badly. We'll get to that, but first thing we're going to get to is the countdown. So let's go with that. Pre-release of First Ed, only 16 days away. Everyone's got to get their act into gear. I've got to do some work. Man, we've got a pre-release coming up. Yeah! Release of First Ed, 23 days away. The official release and unlimited release, 58 days away. Now, if you've watched my previous video, or if you haven't, you need to go watch it. I didn't go raw for nothing, yeah? So, charity drive, 141 more to go. If you want your chance to grab one of those Monarch boxes, there's going to be 3 that are going to be randomly given out to any of the players that participate. We need 61 more to participate for me to offer one First Ed Monarch box, and you need to get this total down to 0. So 141 more to go for another 2 First Ed Monarch boxes. So that's 3 in totals if we get my total down to 0. I want to see as many players playing in this event as possible, and if I could, I would be competing against every single one of you and, well, hopefully beating you all. Really? Oh, I don't know. But you know what? Fun's fun, and let's get on to this. Now, LSS did release an article in regards to the talents, one being the shadow talent and the other one being the light talent. So in regards to the shadow talent, being able to use shadow cards, and we looked at Levia yesterday, the shadow brute, and now confirmed that she can use shadow cards, shadow brute cards, and standard brute cards. Does not go the other way though. So Reiner can use his brute cards, but cannot use shadow cards and cannot use shadow brute cards, okay? The other, it's still good though, because we had that card called Pulping, which still gives support to the heroes from Welcome to Wraith, and there will be other cards for those with Arcane Rising as well. So that's pretty much, I believe, been confirmed. So let's just continue on to the cards that have been released so far up until the time of this video. All right. So with Blood Debt is, we know the skill now, right? At the beginning of your end phase, if a card with Blood Debt is in your banish zone, you lose 1 life. Now, they have written it as if the card name is in the banish zone. So if you've got a few of these in your banish zone, you're in a bit of a problem. Now, this is where I've got the problem with all these investors thinking that they're very smart and speculating and, oh, you know, we just need to get cards into the banish zone. That's all we need to do. So let's go buying up all these cards, yeah? You know, look, just by the look of this card, you don't want too many in your banish zone, right? But Levia, if you do with her skill and a 6 attack card is banished, then the Blood Debt does not happen, or at the end of the turn under her skill. I understand that, okay? But if you think that you have to make a rush on current cards to make best use of these cards, you're joking, you're kidding yourself. The fact is that we've got a new set here, right? Now this is a Majestic, but we'll cover a common, which is what I've been saying all along. People are rushing for cards and trying to speculate and trying to grab those cards and be the only ones with them in the belief that, you know, any card that goes to your banish zone, that's really what's going to make the deck, and those older cards are what you're going to need. Let's forget the fact that this is a whole new set with this mechanic. Don't you think LSS is going to introduce cards that just get your cards in the banish zone? How many of those cards are you seriously going to play? And I bet that we're going to start seeing all 3 colors and in commons of cards throwing cards down into your banish zone. So I just don't get it, yeah? All this FOMOing and people trying to make, you know, umpteen a bit of money out of these cards. You gotta look at the game, people. All right. If a card with 6 or more has been put into your banished zone this turn, you may play Deep-Rooted Evil from your banished zone. Yeah, great. 3 cost, no block, mind you, and 2 pitch value. Okay, so it does attack for 6. Yeah, pretty standard card. It isn't a majestic and it's yellow, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. Maybe another card plays off this. Who knows? Let's keep going. Costs a 3 for a 6, but you don't have to do discard. Ooh, but it can be played from the banished zone, so not a card needed in your hand for that, so that's a good thing. Dread Screamer. As an additional cost to play Dread Screamer, banish 3 random cards from your graveyard, so they get into that banished zone. If a card with 6 or more is banished this way, Dread Screamer gains Go Again. What a fantastic card. You're gonna want Go Again. It also has Blood Debt, 6 attack, 3 block, 1 pitch. Man, this is a common card. How good is it? I love this card. It's great. Now, I really like the look of this card. Yeah, good card. I love the fact that it blocks as well. Like Deep-Rooted Evil, sitting at a majestic level, doesn't block, doing the same attack for 1 extra, but doesn't pitch for that. How important is pitching going to be? We'll see. Endless Maw. As an additional cost to play Endless Maw, banish 3 random cards from your graveyard. Are you seeing something that what I was talking about? Yeah, cards going into the banished zone. What are people doing? Just it gets my goat that people are just trying to buy out cards in a rush. Just let it go, people. Just trust in the product. Yeah. If a card with 6 or more is banished this way, Endless Maw gains +3, and it's got Blood Debt. At the beginning of the end phase, if Endless Maw is in your banished zone, lose 1 life. Alright, this is another 6 attack with a 3 block, costing 3 on this one. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a standard card to look at. It's also in a rare slot. Lunatide Plunderer. Now, once again, apology for the quality on this. It's just one that I found, so yeah, it's included. If Lunatide Plunderer hits a hero, banish it and up to 1 card from their soul. Another card getting banished, yeah, and this one's a 7. If only it had Go Again, if there is a way to give it Go Again, or something's on the table that gives Go Again. You know, if you're buying stuff out, you may as well just look at the Featherwalkers, yeah, and try and set up a turn where you're doing this. There you go. Next one, Featherwalkers sold out, red, I called it, yeah? Boom. Now, if it hits a hero, banish it and 1 card from their soul. So it's really going to be interesting to see the soul mechanic. 3 costs, 1 pitch. This is a common, so we're going to see it in the other colors as well. Most likely going down to 6 and 5. It's a shadow action attack. Yeah, too bad Rhino can't use a card like this. It would use the yellow one and pitch it with the claws. But yeah, here we go. Mutated Mass. Another shadow action. This one is at Majestic. You may play Mutated Mass from your banished zone. That's fantastic. You know, 1 less card that you need to use for your hand is more gas for you, yeah? Mutated Mass's attack and defense is equal to twice the number of cards in your pitch zone with different costs. Wow. Twice the number of cards, so it'll either be a 2, 4 or a 6, and it's also got Blood Debt. Yeah, interesting. 1 cost, 3 pitch. I think it's going to be a staple to look at just purely for the pitch value, and you can play it for the 1 costs. Yeah, interesting. I'm really seeing that we need to see some Go Agains in this. And you know what, even your standard energy potions are going to become so important in this. Could you imagine keeping 4 cards, snapping the potion to play stuff out of your banished zone? Or if you've got Go Again by some means, Flock of the Featherwalkers with a potion. Could you just imagine that setup? You know, you've got Go Again, you play something out through there, you play your Endless Maw if you have to. You know, banishing cards, then pick this out. Yeah, it's just so many different things that we can do. And That's not even without seeing the rest of the cards, and I'm just doing this off the top of my head, but if you really sit down and put all the cards together, you could come up with some awesome stuff. Shadows of Blasphemous. Alright, draw a card, then discard a random card. If a card with 6 or more is discarded this way, search your deck for a card with Blood Debt, banish it, then shuffle your deck. Like I said, you don't need to be looking very far to find cards, how to get them in the banish zone. So, investors, really, you know, just stop it. Just stop the madness. 6 attack, 0 block, 2 costs, and 1 pitch. It's going to be really interesting. Like it really is painting the picture of an all-out attack, brute, shadow brute type deck. Yeah, we haven't got the cards to block. We're just going full hog at you, and you're on a clock, because eventually we're just going to get enough cards out, and you're going to be on that back foot, and you're going to just be trying to stop damage. Like I said in previous videos, these have no on-hit effects, which is so lucky, I think. If this is the quality of the type of cards, I'd really hate to see some Shadow Guardian or anything like that, really. Spew Shadow, it's our last card that we're going to be looking at. And this one, choose an attack action card with 2 or less in your banish zone. You may play it this turn. If it attacks a light hero, it gains +2 and go again. So this is, damn, I can't get a card out any other way, and this is one way I'm going to ensure that I do it. 2 cost, 1 pitch, 2 block, not bad. I like it. I like it a lot. Just go find any card and play it. It's great. Yeah. Very good, people. So that's it, and that's my rant for today. I want to try and keep these short. So Deep-Rooted Evil, Dread Screamer, Endless Maw, Lunatide Plunderer, Mutated Mass, Shadow of Blasphemous, and Spew Shadow. Right now we need to find out how Levia is going to get Go Again. I think it's really going to help the deck in doing that, and that's where a card like Pulping, I guess, comes in, where you get Go Again and then you can do one of these actions, yeah? Or I would love to see a way to get stuff out of your banish zone with Go Again, like getting one out and then another out and then another out, yeah? That's where I think I want to see Levia at, personally. And anyone that's able to do that is going to have so much gas that I think Levia is going to be right up there in contestation, especially for something like Blitz. So hard and fast, these 6 attacks are going to mean so much, yeah? It's going to be interesting drafting them as well. So that's it for today. Remember, make sure you're signing up to the charity event. Did I cover all the cards right up until this point as you think? Did I miss anything? Am I missing any lines of play? Or what's your view in regards to the investment of all this FOMOing that's going on, of all the speculating, yeah? Let me know in the comments. See you on the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. See you all.